Good morning. All right, so at this time, we would like to ask all guests to please find their seats and silence their cell phones as the program is about to begin. Good morning, friends, family, and honored guests. I am MK2 Chestnut, class advisor for MKA School Class 2024, and I will be your Master of Ceremonies today. On behalf of Captain Ray and Trayson Center Yorktown, we would like to thank you for taking the time to come out for this important occasion. There are many rewarding and significant moments in every Coast Guard career, and today we will witness one of the most distinctive, the completion of A School. During the ceremony, I encourage you to take pictures to help capture this very special day. Please feel free to stand up and move about for your photos. Please rise for the arrival of the official party. At this time, I would like to introduce the members of the official party. Chief Victor Harris, Assistant School Chief, Training Center, Yorktown. Master Chief Jonathan Crowley, Machinery Technician School Chief, Training Center, Yorktown. Commander Amelia Boyer, Chief Training Engineering and Weapons Branch. Captain Scott Ray, Commanding Officer, Training Center, Yorktown. Please remain standing. While in training, every class is presented with a guidon to distinguish between courses of training and class number. MK classes carry a pennant embossed with our training symbol, the COG. Class 2024's guidon, carried by Fireman Craiglow, flew the black banner to distinguish them from the other classes. Over the 13 weeks of training, classes have the opportunity to earn streamers to identify their accomplishments. Class MK 2024, forward march. Inboard face. Will the guests please take your seats? Class 2024, seats. As of today, MKA Class 2024 has earned the following streamers. The brown streamer, identifying 2024 as the senior class in the Machinery Technician A School course. The red streamer, identifying a class which all students have passed the Coast Guard's Advanced Leadership Program. The yellow, blue, and orange streamers identified academic excellence as 3 milestones. Class 2024 was academically assessed, and at each milestone, the class maintained an average GPA above 90%. The light blue streamer or community service streamer identifies as a class that had over 50% participation in the community project. To earn this streamer, class 2024 assists with the 4th of July parade. The green streamer identifies a class who, based on individual evaluation, averaged 20 points or higher in physical fitness program. The teal streamer identifies a class that participated and won the Coast Guard Day Coast Guard Day 5K. The dark blue streamer is awarded for meeting the minimum standards in military bearing, professionalism, responsibility, and leadership. At this moment, I would like to say a special thank you to the following personnel for being with us today. Lieutenant Patrick Murr and EM1 Mason Morris, would you please stand? Thank you for being a positive role model for the students. You may be seated. I'd like to take a moment to explain our rating specialty, history, and some of the topics these graduates completed throughout A school. Machinery technician, or MK for short, is an enlisted rating that is responsible for the operation, maintenance, and repair of cutters, small boats, vehicles, and other various machinery and equipment throughout the service. MKs fulfill boat crew member, boarding team officer, boarding officer, engineering watch standing positions, and potentially engineering petty officer within the fleet. The rating was formed in 1973 after the merge of engineman, machinist mate, and boiler technician. This is the Coast Guard's second largest rating, making up 15% of the entire enlisted workforce and are stationed at 90% of all Coast Guard units. MK School is designed to give students the skills and knowledge they need to perform as technicians and lead as petty officers in the fleet. During this 13-week course, our students were taught principles of theories, operations, maintenance, repair, and troubleshooting of mechanical, auxiliary, and electrical systems. Some of the following topics are covered during the course: mechanical skills, centrifugal pumps, hydraulics, basic electricity, air conditioning and refrigeration, outboard engines, maintenance and requisition supply procedures, and internal combustion engines. In addition to their technical training, students are presented with leadership fundamentals throughout Coast Guard's Apprentice Leadership Program. This 3-day course is designed to provide leadership and administrative training to apprentice-level personnel. While the primary objective of MKA School is to deliver skilled technicians out to the fleet, all graduates also receive the following semester hour credits as recommended by American Council on Education. 3 semester hours in outboard engines, propulsion systems, hydraulic systems, electrical and electronic troubleshooting and repair, and 6 semester hours in diesel engine. At this time, I would like to welcome Machinery Technician School Chief, Master Chief Jonathan Crowley, to the podium.
Good morning, everybody, and family and friends. Thank you for attending. And before I start and go on, I just want to, MK2 Chestnut, please stand. So if you didn't hear, this is a 13-week class, but at least 5 months ago, she started to become the advisor for this class, and so it doesn't end today. It's going to continue on, and so I just want to thank you for all your dedicated time and effort. You may be seated. Thanks. So right now, we have 7 classes on deck. That might not seem like a lot to you. This is the most we have. We should have 6, but how the scheduling works out. So you can see there's 28 students here. If you multiply that by 7, it's a lot. I'm not a math guy, but it's a lot. And so will the instructors for MK School please stand? This is a fraction of, we have 37 blue suiters that teach, and this is not even half of them because we have other classes going on that we're teaching. So thank you for all your dedication and hard work as well. And you guys may be seated, thanks. So as you're starting your journey as MKs and started it in the Coast Guard, you guys weren't in here, but the captain was talking about how our journey is towards the other end of the spectrum. But there's also some retirees in here that have, thank you very much for your time. We spoke with a gentleman that was a Vietnam vet, so thank you so much for your help doing what you do so we can do what we do. I greatly appreciate that. MK 2024. Are you guys ready to move on to the advancement portion of the ceremony?
Yes, Master Chief!
MK2? We good? Okay, fair enough. All right. MKA Class 2024, attention. Outboard face. Post. Inboard face. I would like to take a minute to explain to the family and friends what is about to take place. All these students are graduating as machinery technicians today, and they will be advanced to third-class petty officer. In the Coast Guard, third-class petty officers, the first pay grade an enlisted member can wear collar devices. As petty officers, you are expected to take on a greater role as leaders within the Coast Guard. At this time, I would like to invite anyone who is participating in the pinning of the collar devices to please join us by standing with the graduate. But do not start the pinning process. When you hear the words, "I do appoint them machinery technicians third class," please go ahead and place the collar devices on your graduate. That's, "I do appoint them machinery technicians third class." That's when you will start the pinning process. At this time, I'd like to invite Captain Scott Ray to the podium.
All right, good morning. I'll give everybody a minute to get in place. All right, looks like we're there. All right, uniformed personnel, attention to advancement. To all who shall see these presents, greetings. Know you that reposing special trust and confidence in the fidelity and abilities of these Coast Guardsmen, I do appoint them machinery technicians, third-class petty officers in the United States Coast Guard to rank as such from the 13th day of September, 2024. These appointees will therefore carefully and diligently discharge the duties of the grade to which appointed, by doing and performing all manner of things thereunto pertaining. And I do strictly charge and require all personnel of lesser grade to render obedience to appropriate orders. And these appointees are to observe and follow such orders and directions as may be given from time to time by superiors acting according to the rules and articles governing the discipline of the Armed Forces of the United States of America. Given under my hand at Yorktown, Virginia, this 13th day of September in the year 2024, signed Scott A. Ray, Captain Commanding Officer, Training Center, Yorktown, Virginia. Congratulations, everyone.
Congratulations. Will the guests please be seated? Class 2024, inboard face, post. Inboard face, seats. Commander Boyer and Master Chief Crowley, would you please do the honor of assisting with the presentation of awards? During the first week of school, students are asked if anyone would like to volunteer for the Training Center ceremonial band. Band members are required to practice weekly and perform at various official functions such as retirements and community events. MK3 Moffitt, MK3 Stevens, front and center. This is to certify that MK3 Moffitt and MK3 Stevens served with distinction as a member of Training Center Yorktown Ceremonial Band, continuing along the long line of men and women who foster the military traditions and heritage of the United States Coast Guard. Signed, Alan Whiting, Band Director, Training Center Yorktown. You may be seated. I would now like to recognize the members who volunteered for the drill team. Drill team members are also required to practice weekly and perform at various functions such as retirements and community events. MK3 Augusto, MK3 Dryden, MK3 Nua, front and center. This is to certify that MK3 Augusto, MK3 Dryden, and MK3 Nua served with distinction as members of the Engineering and Weapons School drill team, continuing the long line of men and women who foster the military traditions and heritage of the United States Coast Guard. Signed, A.D. Boyer, Commander, United States Coast Guard. You may be seated. During the course of training, the students participate in a physical fitness program. I would like to recognize the following members for their efforts: MK3 Stevens and MK3 St. Romain, front and center. MK3 Stevens was voted by his class to receive the most inspirational certificate for inspiring his classmates participating in physical fitness activities. MK3 St. Romain is awarded the certificate for most fitness points. This certificate is awarded in recognition of achieving the highest standards while participating in wellness program during Machinery Technician A School. Presented this day of September 2024. MK3 Stevens, you may be seated. We will now recognize our class officers. The class advisors select these members during the first days of school. These individuals are the direct link between the class and their chain of command. Class leader, MK3 Saint Romain. Class yeoman, MK3 Garcia Pagan. Class master at arms, MK3 Brown. Front and center. You are commended for your superb achievements while at Coast Guard Training City, Yorktown. While attending Machinery Technician A School, you not only did an exceptional job completing this rigorous course, but also served as class officers. As a class officer, you demonstrated superior leadership and communication skills by ensuring that all students were kept constantly aware of Tracing Yorktown policies, procedures, and regulations. Class attitudes and adherence to standards were exceptional and surpassed the class advisor's expectations. Your dedication to duty and proactive team-building techniques reflect highly upon yourself and the Engineering Weapons School, and is keeping with the highest traditions of the United States Coast Guard. Congratulations, job well done. You may be seated. I would now like to invite Captain Ray to join us at the podium. For each class, we have an exceptional student who completes all 13 weeks of school with the highest performance achievement. MK3 Moffitt, front and center. For each class, we have an exceptional student who completes. This certifies that MK3 Moffitt of MK Class 2024, by attaining the highest performance achievement, has been distinguished as an honor graduate along with the certificate. MK3 Moffitt will have his name added to the honor graduate plaque in the MK School Museum. Congratulations. You may be seated. MK3 Saint Romain, this is now your opportunity to address the class.
Good morning. Give me 1 second, let me pull it up. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, esteemed faculty, proud families, and most importantly, our graduating class of machinery technicians. Today we gather to celebrate a momentous achievement, a milestone in your journey that mirrors the precise and powerful workings of a finely tuned engine. Allow me to draw upon the metaphor of a combustion engine to frame this remarkable occasion, one that reflects the intricate process that has brought you to this day. The intake. Like the intake stroke of an engine, your journey began with a deep and enthusiastic commitment to learning. You entered this institution eager to absorb knowledge and skills that are fundamental to the art of science and mechanical engineering. The intake of information, theories, and practical applications was as vital to development as air and fuel to an engine's operation. You delved into the complexities of machinery, embracing the challenges of ensuring that the Coast Guard vessels, the very boats that are essential to our national security, could perform their vital functions. Compression stroke. As the compression stroke ignites the engine's power, so too did your training ignite your potential. The fusion of theory and practice within these walls has sparked transformation, kindling the fire of competence in each of you. The rigors of this program have tested your resolve and honed your skills. Like the controlled explosion that drives an engine, your experiences have fueled your readiness to face real-world challenges. You have become adept at ensuring that the vessels you work on not only meet, but exceed the rigorous demands of our modern maritime environment. Excuse me. The power stroke. The power stroke, where the engine's energy is harnessed, is akin to the moment you truly understand the significance of your role. Each adjustment, repair, and maintenance task you've mastered has been a testament to your ability to keep the Coast Guard's fleet in optimal condition. Your expertise ensures that these vessels, the very boats that are needed most, are reliable and effective, whether it's a search and rescue mission, law enforcement operation, migrant support. Your work empowers the Coast Guard to execute its critical functions with precision and excellence. Exhaust. Finally, the exhaust stroke represents the release of what is no longer needed, making way for the future. As you leave this institution, you carry with you not only a wealth of knowledge and a skill, but also a readiness to contribute to the broader mission of safeguarding our waters and serving our nation. You're prepared to tackle the challenges that lie ahead, equipped to address both the expected and unforeseen with grace and professionalism. In closing, remember that just as each stroke of the engine is essential for its smooth operation, every step you have taken in your training is crucial for your success as machinery technicians. You are the engineers who make the boats go, the custodians of critical maritime machinery, and the silent guardians of the safety and efficiency that underpin our operations. Congratulations on this significant achievement. May your journey ahead be as powerful and precise as the engines you've learned to master. Thank you.
That was amazing. That was awesome. Thank you, MK3 St. Romain. All right, so we will now present the graduation certificates, what we've been waiting for. Captain Ray and the official party, would you please do me the honor of assisting with the presentation of the graduation certificates? Class 2024, attention. All right. MK3 Brown, Ant Kennewick, Washington. MK3 Lead Maid Nadem Garcia Pagan, Bahrain. MK3 John Paul St. Romain and Milford Haven, Huggins, Virginia. MK3 Donald Mills, Coast Guard Cutter Campbell, Newport, Rhode Island. MK3, Austin Bryant, Station Chicago, Illinois.
Yes, sir. You go, baby.
MK3, Gavin Connors, Station Port Angeles, Washington. MK3, Seth Craiglow, Station Nia Bay, Washington. MK3, Ryan Pove, Sector San Diego, California. MK3, Abduli Dibba, Station Merrimack, Newburyport, Massachusetts. MK3, Dylan Trant, Station Grays Harbor, Westport, Washington. MK3, Dylan Ford, Station Kings Point, Kingsport, New York. MK3, Kilby Prophet, Station Georgetown, South Carolina. MK3, William Mazzarelli, Station Morro Bay, California. MK3, Ethan Bailey, Port Connor, Texas. MK3, Gerard Moffitt, Coast Guard Cutter Resolute, St. Petersburg, Florida. MK3, Quentin Stevens, Station Milwaukee, Washington. MK3, Maxwell Augusto, Crisfield, Maryland. MK3, Wade Dryden, Bahrain. MK3, Deshalonia Nua, Station Seattle, Seattle, Washington. MK3, Seth McDowell, Station Manistee, Manistee, Michigan. MK3, Kaylin McNillis, Station Bayfield, Bayfield, Wisconsin. MK3, Thomas Stipulkowski, Coast Guard Cutter Healy, Seattle, Washington. MK3, Ian Francis, Station Port Aransas, Texas. MK3, Chaui Karasoma, Coast Guard Cutter Marcus Hanna, South Portland, Maine. MK3, Pablo Smith, Station Valdez, Alaska. MK3, Alexander Zimmerman, Station Brant Point, Nantucket, Massachusetts. MK3, Zell Carver, Station Boston, Massachusetts. And MK3, James Morey, Coast Guard Cutter Charles W. David, Key West, Florida. Sorry. Ladies and gentlemen, I present the United States Coast Guard, the newest machinery technicians. Congratulations. There is one final event before the conclusion of this ceremony. Following a long tradition, the MKA school class will spike their guidon at Captain's House and disband from there. Please join us at this class as this class forms up for the final march to the location. MKA 2024, attention. Guidon Bear, retrieve the guidon. Outboard face. March.